we used to sell services to people who play Destiny, like in Destiny 1.
So you're a gang. You were literally an internet gang.
So in Destiny 1,
Oh my god!
What's going on, everybody? My name is Dela.
I'm curious.
And we're back with another episode of Unfiltered Gamers. We had some minor technical issues going on for like an hour almost. So there's a lot of issues with this map. We're just flapping her arms around for
Indeed, yeah. Trying to test the frames. It's the best way to test the frames. Just
flap your arms. Okay, I guess in the modern age of things, not a lot of streaming programs and everything. It sucks that that happened, but we're here now. We're here now, and boy, oh boy, do we got like a lot of freaking nice stuff to talk about. To jump right into it, you ever hear about video games just like game developers like doing scorched earth on their stuff?
No.
Never? You never seen like a developer?
No, because then you're like, if you work on a project and you spend that much time on it and you invest in it, nobody wants there to be no trace of it. Like, even I feel like people probably still have in their resume, like, what's it called? Concord. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm pretty sure.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't just have the gap.
Yeah. Well, there's this game that was shown at Gamescom and everything called Take Us North, which is supposed to be like a immigration simulator. So you're playing as a coyote taking immigrants across the border, right? And this game was like talked about at Gamescom. And this game was like talked about the developers. She was talking about it. It was hyped up. It was even showed at the United Nations under a different game, like under a different name. It was like called.
Why was it showed at the UN?
Because
were they like, we are concerned about this. They can't have this.
No,
shut it down.
No, they showed it at the UN as like this. They showed it at a different. There was a different name of the game. They called it something. It was Project. I forgot the name of the project it was called, but it was called something else. And they showed it to UN. So like this game wasn't like something that was like, was like, oh, it's just like another indie game. This was supposed to be like the game. They like interviewed and actually got like feedback from actual migrants who crossed over the border and everything. So this game was like a legitimate game. These people were proud of it. And then Asmongold, the Roach streamer, he spoke about the game like very briefly. Like he didn't show gameplay. He just spoke about it. Like he showed like the quick video. He spoke about it, right? And then
or negatively.
He just called it and said was like, yeah, this is propaganda. This is immigration propaganda.
Oh.
And
interesting.
This is weird and whatever.
Like pro-immigration?
Like anti-immigration.
He's saying it's pro? It was anti-immigration.
Anti-immigration. So he spoke about it, and then the game developers scorched earth. As in, they deleted all their social media. They don't exist. And then Gamescom removed their whole like video from YouTube and everything that contained that 8-minute segment, like that small segment of that game, talking about that game. So that Gamescom video with the whole Gamescom presentation with games and all that stuff is gone. They pretty much scorched earth, so it doesn't exist anymore. So you talk about going north, it's kind of like you got to go to the Kickstarter and find it, but you can't find videos and stuff about these people talking about the game anymore. It's gone.
I've ever seen a game get too political that actually gets shut down, because there have been some political games out there. Like, yes, there have been immigration. Like, isn't Papers, Please that? But it's supposed to be like, I haven't played it yet, but I've read about it. It's supposed to be very like a deep game. Yeah. So so it's not like this hasn't occurred before. So I wonder what it was that like was the trigger point for it.
I think like how they were selling it, because they were talking about how like there's artifacts that you find that are left behind by other immigrants, and there's like the Oregon trails for like the modern age and everything. And I feel like a lot of people kind of like, what? Immigration and artifacts? Like, could you believe that? Like people saying like, oh, the artifacts left by others who across the borders. You mean like water bottles, dead bodies, and clothing? That's artifacts to us in 2025. and you're playing as, and you're pretty much a coyote. The coyotes, as many people may not know, coyotes are people who are paid to take people across illegally, and if the people don't pay, they sleep with the fishes, aka they get taken care of.
Playing as the people who are immigrating, I don't see how it's anti-immigration propaganda though. Because wouldn't that make you more empathetic towards the people that you're playing as normally?
Well, the thing is like during the time of where immigration is like a very touchy subject, where a lot of, especially illegal immigration, you're playing a game for illegal immigration. That's what it is.
So it's pro-immigration.
What? Yeah. Wait.
Then, not anti, is what I was
thinking.
So
yeah, pro-immigration. Wait, is it pro-immigration? Like I'm pro.
Like you want immigration, right?
No, no.
I would think if you're pro-immigration, you're for immigration.
No, it's anti-illegal immigration. It's propaganda. What? Now we're
too many double negatives.
Okay, so the game is propaganda for illegal immigration. That's what Asmongold was pretty much saying. Like this is anti.
Got it.
This is not anti. This is like propaganda and pushing illegal immigration and
got it. That makes more sense because he's been very right wing, so it makes sense that he would have like that perspective. Okay, got it.
So the game developers, it's like all their social media is gone. Everything, every post.
I'm actually surprised. I feel like right wingers have had more of a swing in the industry lately, but I wouldn't have thought it would be that much like you said, scorch earth a game that hasn't even come out, and especially since, if anything, that's probably going to get them more sales. Like if you have an outwardly like political game and you're ready to just sell on that and platform it and like lean into it, whatever side you've chosen, people are going to buy it. You're going to find like whatever side you decide on, someone on one side's going to buy it if you just lean fully in. So, and you're unapologetic about it. So I don't see how it was a problem, to be honest.
Yeah.
They would want to get rid of.
So the developers of the game was called Anima Interactive. Is so their X account completely gone. One of the main lead developers, Carla Reyes, she deleted her X account. The Gamescom, like I said, that Gamescom video, 2025 Gamescom Congress video is completely gone. It's gone. Like, you can't get it. It's,
like, in some ways, there's a lot that people wouldn't be okay with it because it would be very insensitive on either side, I guess. But especially on the side that it's probably promoting, it's insensitive, if that makes sense. Like if you're for people being able to immigrate, whether illegally or not, then like if you're just okay, like cool, we should be helping people, like if that's your perspective, and then they come out with a game with it, that could still be very insensitive even if it's on your side. So I could see how maybe like this actually wouldn't work now that I'm thinking about it. But I still don't understand why it's like gone. Like I just wonder, since it was shown to like even the UN, I wonder if there was something like they were like, no, you have to shut this down. You know, like I wonder if it came from something higher than their decision.
Or it could be. There's a lot of talk and people talking. There's a lot of talks of people saying a lot of games nowadays are just money laundering schemes where like big companies would throw money at the game and like, make this game. Oh, the game failed. Oh well, boom. Make this game. Like you got to think like big companies are throwing money at huge games, and the games suck.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like the small devs.
They take their salaries and they run. Yeah,
it could be that.
I see it. I see the vision.
That. But it's just very weird. Like it's not like it was like a game where like they didn't have hope for it. It wasn't like a game, here's a little game we're making. We hope you guys like it. This is a game where they were saying, this is the future. Look, we took it to the freaking UN. We had it paraded around. They paraded this game around. Like, if you make a game and you go full send with the game and you believe in what you're doing, I wouldn't care what Asmongold said. Usually when people talk bad about a game, it's good. It's a good publicity. Remember, a lot of people say bad publicity is good publicity sometimes. This would have pushed me because I could have been sitting there like saying like Asmongold is anti-immigration. I don't see, now we're back in that double negative. We don't even know which one is right anymore.
I have no clue.
So we could be like, Asmongold is a right winger. He hates people. He hates brown people. He's racist. Throw all that stuff in there. Boost your game. Don't run and hide. Do not run and hide.
Yeah. You've got
Because
to be ready. If you're doing a political game, right? Like, you've got to be ready.
exactly. Then, like, when you dig deeper into the stuff, you find out that this woman was involved with Sweet Baby Inc. And she's like a subsector of that studio, is supposedly like a subset of Sweet Baby Inc. and everything. So, if you're not familiar with Sweet Baby Inc., they were like the advisors on games. And when they advise on games, the games flop. So
Right.
it's just like whole rabbit hole of things. And then you got other game, progressive game journalists talk about how it's like messed up that they're attacking, white people are bullying and attacking brown people's games and stuff. And it's like, can we stop this thing? It's like he pointed out how the game is promoting uh, illegal immigration.
Right.
Now, in 2025, the year of our Lord Nazul, uh, games promote everything politically. It can promote gun violence, violence amongst men, women, other creatures. There's a whole bunch of things that is going to promote something. But
Free side. Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess like in this political climate, with immigration being such a huge problem, and especially in America and other countries overseas, is like to make a game where it's like illegal immigration simulator. Like you said, it could be seen as two things because there could be people who did illegally immigrate to America or a country, and like they almost died and all that hardship and stuff, and they don't want to like relive that trauma. Or then you have somebody who plays it and says like, I understand what these people go through now just to get to this country.
Point. When I played the South Park game recently, you know what it was for like at least 10% of the game, and like the finale activity you do?
What?
An abortion simulator.
Jesus Christ.
It's not like it hasn't been done for like things that are the hot topics.
That's just a lot. But
South Park goes hard all the time.
Well, yeah, they don't hold back.
Like
they don't really care.
They attack everybody equally. That's why I like.
Yeah, I saw when you're playing it. I like when you go to get to Canada, it becomes like retro.
Oh my gosh, I laughed so. I was like, are we really staying at 8-bit? I was like, this is
It goes
phenomenal.
completely retro 8-bit,
gosh.
and like the graphics change drastically, except your graphics, your
sound effects,
everything because it's Canada, and it's so funny, when you think about things like that. But like, yeah, that's what's happening, right now.
Well, that game also gets real crazy. Like it was the most like pornographic game I've ever played, and I was just like, everybody hide. Everybody hide.
And mind you, in South Park, you're playing as kids. You're playing as kids.
Yeah, well,
elementary schoolers.
The kids. It was bad. It was the kids' parents, and you are battling while they're doing it on the bed.
Oh my
You're battling. God. You're like tiny. You're shrunk down, and you're like battling different things while they're. And you're just like, I had to mute. I was like, I can't listen to this while I'm trying.
You can't listen to people.
Because I was like,
you can't listen to people making sweet love. What's wrong with you?
I couldn't. It was too much.
That's how you were made, Mad. Remember that. That's how you and your siblings were made. That's how you was made.
Pretty good.
Go back in time and watch how you were made. You gotta watch. There's a show on HBO called Eastbound and Down. It has Will Ferrell in it. It has Danny McBride. I don't know if you ever seen the show Vice Principals. The Righteous Gemstones. Okay, you ever seen Tropic Thunder, the movie?
Sounds more familiar, yeah.
You seen Tropic Thunder?
That. Probably. I can't recall anything. But
okay, well, Danny McBride is a pretty funny character, but there's a scene in the episode where like Will Ferrell's character is like talking to him. He's like, one day me and my wife was making sweet love, and the door opened. There's my son, and my wife got started, and she was like, "Close the door, close the door." She wanted us to stop, but I said no. Let the boy watch. He has to learn like I learned. Let the boy watch.
Why? Oh my goodness. Well, that was South Park for you. So, good God, people need help. People need some Jesus.
I think those are the most. I think a lot of religious people like that too. Like, let the boy
Oh well, then
watch.
maybe they need the spaghetti monster or whatever. They need
They
something.
need man, bear, pig.
Yeah, man, bear, pig. That's it.
uh, some other crazy things are going on. Bungie is paying people to play Marathon. That game Marathon, where the people like you
Yeah,
pretty much stole all our
talking about it.
art assets, and now Bungie is saying
They're paying people to pay it.
so. Yes, Bungie is offering players a $500 gift card to play Marathon one
Bro,
hour a
wait, I'll
day
play.
for 30 days
I'll
during
do
the
it.
testing.
I'll do it.
$500 gift. See, Matt is like, sign me up. $500
Bro, I'll do that
gift
for
card.
any game. You want me to play any game in the entire world for 30 days, 1 hour a day for $500. I will take that deal 10 out of 10 times. I'm ready. I'm in.
So yeah, they're saying select players would need at least 30 hours of playtesting, which works out to around $16.60 an hour. So for 30 days, you got to play this game 1 hour a day, and you got to accumulate at least 30 hours of playtesting in order to get the money.
That's perfect.
And I don't see nothing wrong with that because that's going back to video game testing, right? You remember video game testers? There was a whole movie made about video game testers called Grandma's Boys, and they were video game testers. So like, if Bungie's doing that, I don't know if they're doing that for. They could be doing that for two reasons. One, the game is really that bad, and they have to make sure it's not that bad, or they want to get honest feedback of like, if you sat here and played this game for 30 days straight for an hour a day, and you have all these hours, is it still worth you coming back to? Because you got to think now with video games, especially when it's an extraction shooter games, what is making me come back to this game now? Like, call it.
Like that's always this. You've got to figure out what the selling point is, what the differentiator is in any game where you're like any game at all or any product that you have ever. The whole thing is like, okay, why? What makes it different? Why wouldn't I play anything that I already have? You know, and I ask that question a lot, and then I just don't buy games because I'll just play Last of Us.
Yeah. Oh, funny story. Whenever I showed some of my podcast, some other people from another group, and they were like, "Oh, that's that girl. What's her name?" I was like, "Mad, curious." Like, yeah, I've seen her streams. I've seen her videos. She plays a lot of that game, that zombie game. I was like, Last of Us. They're like, yeah, she plays it a lot. I was like, yeah, I think that's the only game she plays. I think that's the only game she probably has in her Steam in her library of video games. He's like, yeah, I saw her playing a hardcore run. I was like, yep, that's mad. It's like anybody.
I'm crazy for it, but you know that there are people who legitimately play it every single day, like speedrunning it.
I just find it hilarious.
You think I'm nuts, but there are people who like know all of the ins and outs of this game, like to a T. And then not only like speedrun it, but they teach others how to speedrun it, which is how I've learned some strats. And like there are people who go really hard into this, and then there are people who like follow those people religiously, and then they do it themselves, and then they do all these different challenge runs. And there's like
a
thriving culture around The Last of Us.
Why don't you make a video saying like, "Hey, are you first time speedrunning hardcore mode in freaking Last of Us, and you're stuck in the part where here's something that helped me as somebody who is new to it." Why don't you make videos like that?
Because I haven't speedrun the game yet.
Why? Wait, because of all the hours you put into that freaking game, you haven't speedrun it?
No, I was 100%ing 1, and then I have almost 100%ed 2, but I haven't done all the no return stuff yet.
Jesus Christ.
So they did that new chronological mode. I did that. I did the nightmare mode, which is grounded on there, which is the hardest mode. I did the platinum run, and then I did the platinum run and one before that. And then I've done runs where I played them nonstop each, and then did a full nonstop with 1, the DLC, and 2. So I've done all sorts of different runs, but no, I haven't. I mean, challenge running is a totally different thing, dude. Like, you've got to know every single encounter, what you need to be doing. You need to know, like, angles, shots, counting enemies, know where they're coming from, where you've got to go, which ones you can run through, which ones you should be sneaking through, which ones you should be using a totally different strat for, how much ammo you need to have at any given time. Like, you've got to know your stuff all the way through the game. You're talking, like, 2 to 5 hours of playtime. If it's your very first speedrun, it's going to be like closer to 5. And I think for 2, it's like probably closer to 7 or something. At least. Might be longer than that for like you're talking your very first, speed run. So you have to know a lot of information. And so this is all practice for maybe eventually some challenge, like real challenge running. And I know some strats here and there, but we're talking the amount that you actually have to know in practice. Like these guys practice every single day. So for me to even get a run on the board, I've got to like know a ton. So I would be watching these YouTube videos all the time and having to practice if I really like I have done a little training for it, but it's not like you've got to be in it. It's got to be your one devoted thing. So,
well,
yeah.
it seems like this is your one devoted game because you're in it to win it. It seems like
No, I
right
mean I
now
did that
you like
thing the other
go
week where
hard in that game.
I did like well, I've done a lot of other games. That was only just like 3 months to be honest. And then I've done a couple other months where I've like focused on it here and there, but I also did all of the Assassin's Creeds back to back. I did all of the Tomb Raiders back to back. I didn't finish them all, but I did jump into all of them back to back. I finished some of them. And then I did a bunch, like I did Batman and Silent Hill 2. Didn't finish either of those. Those are still on the list to finish. But I did do I did Asylum and Origins, or sorry, Asylum and City. Finished those.
Okay.
What else have I played recently? RDR2. I played all that within a few weeks. So yeah, I mean, I'm racking them up. And then I did like 10 games the other week that I jumped into and finished South Park later. And then I'm working on Cyberpunk is what I'll play the next time I stream. So yeah.
Well, you're getting it done. I mean,
getting it done. But I'll be back to try to challenge run it eventually. Don't get me wrong. It's on the books.
Yeah, I mean, with what Bungie's doing right now, I don't say anything wrong. It's a study. And, I think more game developers should do that. Offer incentives to have people play your game and give you honest feedback and set standards. Because when you think about who's going to be playing your game, not the guys making it, you having the people make it play these games, and you're just going to play and be like whatever. Some of them can't even get past certain levels of things, anything. And you play beta tests, and I know we have closed alpha tests and beta tests and everything. Then you get feedback from all these people. Some people don't even give honest feedback. Some people don't give feedback at all. Like, how many times have you gotten like a game, been in a closed beta or closed alpha, and when they send you the survey, actually filled out the survey?
Only done a beta one time for Call of Duty, to be honest.
And did you fill out the survey and submit it?
Nope.
Okay.
I just wanted to try the new Call of Duty. It was like a teaser for me.
So now imagine like 100,000 players doing that.
Yeah.
You're not getting an
that's
actual.
Why they have to hire like people on site, which like it would be cool if they could just pay us to do it and then get more promo that way and have us streaming it. Now the thing is, our culture isn't like good for that either, gaming culture, because if you just had a ton of people like streaming and you were paying them to do all the like I don't know if it would work because we do have alphas and betas, but imagine they did it on a larger scale and they used it as marketing. People are going to see it one time and be like, oh, but it had all these issues. Like, and then they're not even, it's,
but that's
so I don't know how well it would go either.
So, okay.
Yeah.
So now imagine this, extending this to like a kid in his freaking, a kid like who's like in their teens, who's going to be playing the game, right? And you offer him like, hey, we offer this program. You get paid X amount of dollars, but here are requirements. If you meet the requirements, you will get paid. If you don't, we're not going to pay you. So each day you have to at least clock in an hour of gameplay. At the end of gameplay, you must submit feedback as in a questionnaire. So you always get a questionnaire and do a report. Then that gets that kid into that freaking game testing mode. Like, okay, I'm giving positive feedback on negative feedback on things in the game that I may not like. They accumulate all that data and say, okay, 20 kids have said they don't like this gun. 56 of the kids say they like this gun. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to keep this gun. Okay, what is the issue with the gun that they don't like? That's what it's used for. That's
be asking them specific questions and not just having them pick things out like the QA that they probably have on site, but asking them specific questions to get more preference type stuff.
Yes, like
which would be honestly
groups.
really cool. Yeah. Yeah. I think if they did that on a large scale, like you're saying, and like paid people, that would also serve as marketing plus focus groups. And they could also say, oh, not just me, but my chat seems to prefer this if they had them streaming it. Like, I think there is a market for this, to be honest.
Yeah, because I did a very NDA signed. I had to do I did a very closed playtest of a game that's coming out soon. I'm really excited to play with other people. Hopefully people I know get it so I can play with them, because playing that game by yourself is kind of rough. But I got to play a closed test, a very NDA can't talk about it, can't stream it, can't make videos. Like I couldn't record my gameplay that I did in private. I couldn't do that. I couldn't even do that. So I played the game, had a good time. I can't even mention the game. That's how tight lip I gotta be about this stuff, you know. Very
All
tight
right.
lipped.
Very
Very tight
fancy.
lipped, you know.
Very fancy. Technically, probably not even supposed to tell us you have an NDA. That's sort of fancy, it sounds like.
But if I could say it could be you don't know what game it is, so it could be any game.
Don't know which NDA it is, so
exactly.
You know,
so I had to sign.
Can't call you out.
I had to sign this stuff, and then when that was done, they had to ask me for feedback. Like, how many hours did you play? What did you not? What did you like? What did you not like? What do you want changed? Would you say the map was easy to use? Would you say this was good to use? What would you have to say about this? This like it asked me all these questions, and you have to either strongly agree, strongly disagree. And when they had to elaborate things, I typed things in like, "Oh, I didn't like when this was happening. You should put something in the system that prevents this from happening." Because I tell you, I ran to a problem where me and the guys we were, doing our thing, and next you know another group comes along, and we're like, "Yo, we're peaceful. We don't want no static," but the French players was like, "Ha ha, we want the beef," and they killed us. So
okay.
And it pretty much went like that, because they had thick French accents speaking English, and like we don't care, we are going to kill you, get out now, we are going to come in. I was like, please, we're peaceful players, please, we do not care, we like to fight, we are going to count down. I was like, what if we just leave you our stuff and run? No, we are coming in, goodbye, GG, and they just came in and wiped us out.
That's amazing.
It took all our stuff. I was very upset. Damn French players. What the hell? Be peaceful. But
I mean, I guess it makes sense for the French. I'm trying to think of their culture. I guess it fits.
It fits the French that want to kill the Americans.
Yeah, it fits.
Yeah, but they should. I think a lot of games companies will really benefit if they did that. And you put it as you're not hiring a whole bunch of kids. You have to hire like a small group to pay this. Like, get the budget, and it's $500 a person. You're paying these game developers all this money, and some of them don't want to come to the office to do their job. You could play. People complain about crunch time and all this stuff, but if you pay like a couple, like let's say, give me 300 people, you're paying them $16 an hour, and after 30 days they get $500 tax free. For a major game developer like Bungie,
tax free, but
it's a gift card. It's tax free.
I mean, no, it's not.
It's not tax free for. It's tax free for you, but not them.
It's not. It's not tax free.
Wait, yes, it is. Gift cards work. I've gotten gift cards. But my last company.
You're supposed to report them.
You're supposed to report the gift cards?
Yes.
No, you're not. Wait, me?
All income you are legally, technically supposed to.
But report. It's under $500.
You're legally, technically supposed to report income.
So
especially if it's within a business that you have, like if it's just something like and you don't have a business surrounding it because
I don't have a business
under a certain amount.
I'm just a streamer, and I get like
that's a business.
That's not a business, but if I do
that's a business.
No, wait, stop.
Whether you have it set up as a business or not, streaming is a business. So you should follow the law.
Wait. So you're telling me if I play a game right now, let's say I'm not a streamer. I'm not a streamer. I'm not really a streamer. I sign up for a beta test, right? And they say we're gonna pay you after 20 days of you do it done. When you're done and submit everything, we give you
You should be paying taxes on that.
I should be paying taxes on the $200 gift card.
This is not financial advice, but please go to an accountant. You should be paying taxes on all.
Matt, I think you. No. Gosh. Why do I have to pay taxes on a $500 gift card?
Because the government hates us, and we hate. Listen, it's a tax. There are two guarantees in life. okay? And it is taxes and death and taxes, all right? And they want to tax all of your income. Do I want them to? No. Do you want them to? No. Are we still supposed to report it so that they don't get us? Yes.
So you're telling me if I get a gift card from somebody, I gotta report it to the IRS?
No, but not unless it's related to your business.
But yes, I don't have
a business.
Streaming
is a business.
But no,
it is
I don't
a
have,
business.
But
you
Matt,
are making income.
No, Matt, no.
When you sign up for the affiliate contract on Twitch, you are now an income
I'm not
receiving.
talking about Twitch. I'm not talking about Twitch. I'm saying I'm not a streamer. I'm just a regular Joe Smo who plays games for fun. And
Still
I get
income.
So I have to report my measly $500.
Yeah. Especially in this day and age where they're changing things for like the content creation side of things so that they can, tax your income. They're gonna make it worse and worse. Sure, could you technically get away with it if you wanted to?
Yeah, it's under 500.
But we're talking about like you're supposed to legally report income that you
I am not. But I'm telling you right now,
if you are working and you get income, you are supposed to technically report that income.
If I get a $500 gift card from a company, I am not reporting that.
You better report it. I'm not reporting it. It's illegal, Dela. I'm not bailing you out if you get in trouble for that. I will bail you out for a lot of things. I'm not. No, I won't snitch. But I'm not going to bail you out if you got in trouble for tax fraud because you didn't report your gift cards.
I am not reporting a $500. How's the IRS going to catch me with a $500 gift card? It's a gift.
Sorry, it wouldn't be tax fraud. It would be tax evasion. My bad,
dude. It's a gift card. It is a gift. You don't have, dude. I'm not having this conversation with you because it seems like you fed and you trying to.
That's not a small amount. All right, that's not a small amount.
$500 is a small amount.
Like I think it's like 600 is like a threshold. So if you did 2 of those.
Okay, so I'm
remembering correctly, 600 is the threshold. Just if you do 2. But again, you better because you do have a business. Okay, you're not just a Smojo or whatever. Like you are a streamer.
Do I report all the income I received?
Can you please get an accountant, please?
Wait a minute.
You could get a lot of write-offs. Just you should also report the income and then report your expenses and then do what you need to do.
Who's reporting?
But then it's all reported.
I mean, if it's cash,
that's not how it works.
I mean, if a guy comes and gives me a couple of bands cash. And there's no paper trail.
I am in so much pain. I am in physical pain. I am in physical pain.
I'm not reporting me getting a $500 cash.
Dela.
Because I'm calling you first, man. I'm calling you first. Like, man, I need help.
You better not call me. You bet. Just get an accountant. I swear to God.
I have one.
You should talk to him more. You should talk to him in depth.
Bro, listen. I'm gonna tell you. Here's a secret. Here's a secret of how the rich stay rich. There's a lot of shit the rich doesn't claim on their taxes.
Well, but they find ways to do stuff that isn't just like, I'm not going to pay you.
Wait, Matt. So, Matt, let's say
they're not stupid about it.
You do your whole you do your, what do you do? You do the consultant stuff, right? You do like whatever, like,
yeah.
You do that stuff, right? So if I come to you and say, hey, I want to hire you, right? And I go, what is your price range for this stuff? And you tell me X amount of dollars. And I go, okay. You don't give me an invoice, right? I say, no invoice needed. Here's the cash. And I go, here you go. Here's the cash. You gonna claim that cash? You are out of your mind. Not me.
Having the government come and climb up my asshole. I don't want that.
How are they gonna know?
I don't want that.
But how are they gonna know?
I'm not listen.
But how would they know?
I am not gonna get. It's not happening.
It's like that meme. Happening. No one's gonna know.
I keep track of all of it and I report all of it. I'm not playing that game. There are other games I play. I'm not playing that game. I'm not trying to have the IRS.
How would they know? How would they know?
I'm not playing that game. I don't know. I'm not playing that game. I'm not playing dangerous games with them. I will never play dangerous games. I'll play a lot of risky games out there. I'm not playing risky games with that. I do not want any part of that.
Speaking of feds and, cracking down on things, Blizzard, who makes games like Diablo, uh, WoW, and Overwatch 1 and 2. Overwatch is, in the world of competitive gaming or just gaming, there's just toxic people. There's nowhere to escape them. You can't play any game that is competitive or like, this has a win or lose type of thing and not run into toxic players. It's just there. It's just the nature of people. People are toxic, people are competitive. I am extremely toxic. I'll tell you firsthand. Have I been chat banned from League of Legends many times? Absolutely. I've been chat banned. If you pull up my Xbox 360 like voice comms, you'll probably be like, I'm a monster. I'm toxic in real life today.
Happens.
I say I'm toxic to mad.
Yeah, I mean it happens.
But when you
at least I'm not kicking you off the game, I guess.
When you call somebody a noob and get banned, that's a little bit too much, because that's what happened to a player that was permanently banned after calling someone a noob in Overwatch 2. Called a noob.
Are they going to ban everyone, or like they're noobs if they think that's a good idea? Like
it's like
noob isn't even a bad word.
It's not. And it's like, how sensitive do you have to be to get called a noob and you just report somebody? Is that where where we're going with gaming now? Like, we're so sensitive.
Very pettily reported things before, but not for like that sort of thing. Just like if it's the only thing I can get on someone who's just acting a fool. Sometimes I'll report stuff, but
and then the thing is,
if somebody annoys me enough, I do petty things, but I don't blame the reporter. Let's put it that way, because sometimes you just want to be petty, but like I do blame Overwatch for actually doing it.
So they banned the player, right? They banned the player, and they banned the player, right? And the guy, submitted a appeal. Was like, yo, like, I called somebody noob. It's not that big of a deal. Like, that's like the most least harmful word, and they kept with it. There's been an update that Overwatch did, they reversed it and said, okay, you can call people noob now. But just to get to that point where like you can mass report somebody for calling you a noob and you get perma banned. And I've heard from people who play Overwatch that they're very strict with their stuff, with their ban system, like extremely strict. Like, somebody has called somebody stupid in the game and it's bad. Like, you're stupid, you're playing bad, and they've been banned. Not being toxic, just calling somebody like, this is where gaming has gone to. Especially with competitive gaming.
Well, this is why, like, you should just have your team on Discord and call it a day. You know?
Yeah, but a lot of people play by
party
themselves,
chat or whatever.
A lot of people play them by themselves or solo, or play with just duos or trios and stuff. And you're running into these other players that's like that's gonna call you out on your bad plays. And honestly, there's nothing wrong. If I'm making a bad play, you deserve to I'm gonna get called out. I know I'm gonna get called out.
I feel like the solution here is to have friends.
Not many people have those.
They could make them. I mean, if there's that many people playing the game separately, they could play it.
But what if you all play the same role? What if you all play the same role?
Make other friends that don't play the same role.
Well, it's hard. You got to remember, when playing competitive games
together.
I'm the same way. If I play competitive games,
like what streaming's about, you find friends and then you can play with them.
Well,
like
if I'm
you're
playing
in the multiplayer scene,
that was
one of the first things I built community on.
If I'm playing competitively, I'm not gonna play with the same people.
Well, but with multiplayer stuff, right? You wouldn't play with the same people? You mean you wouldn't want a team?
So let's say me and you played Marvel Rivals, right?
Yeah.
And I'm Diamond and you're Plat, and you're just bad.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to play with me, but I'm talking about make friends that are at your level that you can really build.
It's hard to make friends at your level. It's hard to make friends at your level. Because when you get to certain levels, because when you get to that sounds Diamond,
like it would be better for everybody, because then you're basically creating your own little team, like true team that you could excel with.
But the thing is now, when you play games like that, if let's say I'm Grandmaster and the other guy's Grandmaster, when you're Grandmaster lobbies and Diamond lobbies, or even a tournament, when you after Diamond and get the Grandmaster, it's all ego based. No one's sucking you off to team up with you. When you go into like if okay, let me break it down like this. So let's say so DPS in Overwatch, not Overwatch, Marvel Rivals. If I'm a DPS player and I'm always pulling 30 plus kills a game and get MVPs every game, and let's say I play 5 games and out of those 5 I get like 3 MVPs, I'm feeling myself. And if I see another DPS player I'm shitting on, I'm gonna let you know I'm shitting on you. I'm gonna trash talk you. Now,
Okay.
everybody else is gonna be like, okay, he's a good DPS. Cool. Maybe one person might want to team up, duel with me because they're hard stuck somewhere. There may be one. But let's say I take my skills and Smurf and I go into like bronze lobbies and I just shit on everybody. Everybody's gonna be
What
one
is
suck.
Smurf? You just made me think of the show I just watched. I watched Animal Kingdom. I don't know if you've seen it.
I feel like I'm looking at
Good.
your facial expressions and I'm seeing the hamster in your head like not.
Yeah, just trying to like keep up. But like, so I didn't know what Smurf was.
Okay.
But I also have you seen Animal Kingdom though?
No.
You should watch it. It's good.
Okay. But Smurf is this: if I'm a grandmaster player, or okay, let's say I'm Eternity, or one above all. That's the highest rank. One above all is the highest rank. I make a second account just to go into lower lobbies and play. That's smurfing. So I'm a high skilled player playing in lower elos.
Okay.
So that's and mind you, that's a that's a crime in North Korea in League of
What?
Legends. Smurfing is an offensive crime in Korea. Not North Korea, but in Korea. That is a criminal offense. I'm not joking. In League of Legends, if you are caught smurfing, you can go to jail. They hit you with fines, and you could probably go. You could go to jail.
Serious?
Yeah, you're cut out a little bit.
How is that serious?
Yeah, let me just look it up because I'm pretty sure.
All right, let me turn on a little light. The light is fading.
What is Smurf? Is the Smurf smurfing in League of Legends? Because I remember somebody said like you could go to jail for that. Is it okay? So maybe it's that. Can you get banned from Smurfing in League of Legends? Elo boosting is a crime. Elo boosting is Smurf is bannable. So I guess they changed it. But I do remember hearing like that is a crime in one of those countries. Like you Smurf, that's a crime because they see it as money laundering. Because some people get paid for the account, so you're boosting accounts, so it's called money laundering. They see it as money laundering. All that stuff.
Insane.
So
that's insane.
So also Marvel Rivals starting to crack down on that too because they see that like a lot of players will they get hard stuck eternity. And they're just at the cusp of one above all, but they get hard stuck. So what they do, they make another account, go back to bronze, stomp everybody below them, and climb fast. And it discourages other players from playing because it's like, I don't want to play when all these lobbies are like Smurfs. You know? So they crack down and people get in trouble for that. So that happens. So you could get banned for that in competitive games. But going back to the thing of like just language in competitive gaming is you're going to get called out. And you shouldn't expect not to get called out. And you're going to get yelled at too, especially if you're playing bad. In any competitive game, especially rank, if you're bringing the team down, you're going to get called out. There's very little times that somebody may go, you're having problems in this role. I can help you. I can offer you help to improve you. Here's some videos you should watch. There's been times I've told people in rivals, yo, switch off of DPS because you're not doing anything. You're not giving any traction for the team. And I've been told, shut the fuck up, you N-word, or, buy some rope. I've been told self-delete many times in games. I've told people to self-delete in games too. there's no such thing as good feedback in these video games anymore.
Like, is there any way for people to really practice like offline, or is that
Yes.
the only way they can get good?
Yes, you could practice offline.
Okay.
Play in normal games and stuff. But the thing is like with those
So it's
hero,
not going to happen like that in normal games. It's just like competitive.
what? You're not gonna have
Like
people being
just
toxic.
well, toxic, yeah, but like constantly toxic because like if people are just trying to play casually and like
Yeah,
get
casual
kind of
games you don't
better,
see that.
like
If you, it's like yeah, if it's a casual, I play casual games sometimes, and I've told my teammates like, yo, if especially playing with my like people I know, like, yo, you wanna participate? Because like I don't like to lose.
yeah,
I don't know. Do you like to lose, man?
no,
I don't like to lose, so I'll give feedback. I'm not saying I'm
right.
the best player there is, but if I know I got to like a higher rank and you're at a lower rank and I'm offering you some advice, I'll tell you like, yo, step up because I know you can play better than this because I've seen you play better. If this
I
person
guess
is
for me,
just better
like
than you,
even when I've played competitively, like to some degree, like if we're just casually playing like Fortnite or something, right? Like with the chat, there will be some people who are just better and they can kind of carry it, and then the people who just play more and like actually have a feel for everything, and they'll kind of
yeah,
lead you and then
yeah,
help you, and it's just like more supportive than anything, and you still win some, and so you're like, okay, cool. So
yeah,
yeah, like it's just the price to play is to lose sometimes when you don't play the game very often, and then because like of course there's gonna be people who play more than you, so like I don't need to win at everything I'm not the best at. You know what I mean? Like if I haven't played it, like I'm not going to expect to be the best right off the bat. Um, so I don't know. I guess like I get it if you're playing something competitively. It's different if you're just casual. Like I mean, the other multiplayer I played a lot was Phasmophobia when I first started streaming, and that's very co-op. And so you're
yeah.
working together to get the ghost. You're not PvP. Um, and that's a little more slow paced than most of those because like the ghost can chase you, but like you're mainly coming up with a strat to try to figure out what the ghost is. So I mean you're working together on that, and I just it seems counterintuitive. Not to say that you can't get angry and like yell if that's what you really want to do and that's like the culture and whatever, but and so I don't think they should be banning that, but I do think it's probably not the most productive means of trying to
Correct.
get everything to work well.
It's not. But you gotta think, if I'm trying to rank up and I'm like have a losing streak or I'm on a winning streak and like your performance is bringing me down and I have to work twice as hard to carry or something, you're
Like,
gonna
are
be
you
like,
gonna be in that like is that person gonna be with you for very long, or could you just like throw them some tips real quick to help them instead of like being like, oh, you
where
suck,
the
because you suck isn't gonna help if they're
you're right, you suck is not gonna help. But you continue sucking is not helping either. So the quick tip you could tell them like switch off your role, change heroes. Like especially like in games like Overwatch and stuff, you can when you die you can switch your character.
ah
So if like for the longest of Marvel Rivals, and you heard me speak about this in previous videos, people
mhm.
instant lock characters and they just shit the bed, and they won't get off that character. They won't get off
Hmm.
that character, or they won't switch to a role that can help change the game. They'll stay there. And if you say,
Yeah.
yo, you're lag, you're falling behind. Can you switch off to help? They'll tell you shut up.
Hmm.
So if you
Yeah, it's
yeah, so if you're being positive, like yo, bro, like I'm not trying to flame you, but you that character's not working right now. Can you please switch? People get so upset. If I tell somebody you're dog shit at this game, get off or delete it, don't get me wrong. There's been times I've roasted people and they perform way better just to shut me up, and I've said that.
it can work for some, negative reinforcement or whatever. I mean, yeah, this is again why I don't play a ton of multiplayer. Like if I'm going to, I'd rather work with people I know. Like I'm not out here trying to figure out strangers while I'm trying to play a game well, Like
Exactly. But like the
it's
language,
yeah.
but it also goes into like this situation that happened to the streamer called Peach, Heavenly Peach. She posted a video of her playing. I believe the game is. I think it's Counter Strike. It looks like Counter Strike. I believe it's Counter Strike. So she put a post of the video what happened, and she says, "I just want to show you guys how draining it is to play Face It as a woman these days." So that means, I guess, gaming. She's like, "Yes, I know the guys will likely get banned. Yes, I have reported them. No, you don't have to tag Darwin, but it gets draining. This is over 50% of my games these days.
He's on the right side. Get in there and kill him. You just naded yourself.
Dude, can you shut the fuck up when I'm trying to clutch, please?
Hey, you dumb bitch! I'm trying to clutch up. Low-key, trying to throw a grenade at my own feet. Now I'm embarrassed, so all I can do is lash out because Daddy never told me no.
God damn!
Bro, why? I just want one good game.
Learn how to have a little fun, you fucking limp dick fat fuck.
Banning these type of people only goes so far. The reason I'm tweeting this because I want to ask the decent guys out there to please, if you see a girl getting harassed like this in Face It lobbies, I think she said, I don't know why she's not saying Counter-Strike because this looks like Counter-Strike. It is Counter-Strike, but I don't know what's Face It, whatever. Face It lobbies, please say something. It won't always stop them, but it made me feel a little better knowing that at least one of the guys on the team also realized how fucked up this type of behavior is. So watching the gameplay, she's last man standing. She has to clutch. You have to perform. And you got guys in the areas like, your dead teammates are whispering, talking. It's like, yo, watch out. Like, like people do. They shouldn't be, but they're doing it. She throws a grenade, frags herself, causing damage. And the guy just walks up and shoots her and kills her. And the guys are calling her like, you dumb bitch. Like they're laughing at her. They're flaming her, and she gets upset and stuff and blah, blah. And, me, I'm on the side of this has nothing to do with gender. You fucked up. You're going to hear it from the team, especially if you're clutching. Now, Matt,
but if you're clutching, you're still better off than everybody else.
Okay, so Matt, let's say let's do a scenario.
You're last man standing. They don't get to talk.
Let's do a scenario, Matt. Me and Matt were playing duos, right? I'm dead, Matt.
Yeah.
I'm dead now.
Yeah.
And
You don't get to say shit. You're
you
dead.
F up. You F up. Let's do some role playing. Let's do
Be
role
like,
playing.
oh, you already effed up. You dead.
Exactly. You clap back. She didn't clap back.
Bitch, you don't get to talk. Where are you?
You don't get to clap back. Like if
I might not be dead if you were here.
Yeah. So you clap back, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Get
real sassy.
Did the guys go kind of overboard, calling her a bitch and everything? Yeah, they kind of went overboard. You went overboard, right? I can agree. The guys went overboard and was attacking her.
Strangers or were they friends?
They're strangers. Strangers.
Yeah.
Strangers.
I mean, this is why I'm saying like it's hard to play with strangers out there, dude. Like
but
girl
now,
or guy, it doesn't matter. Like,
but in the second clip, they're still going, but. How it looks like she edited the second clip, but in the second clip, the guy is saying like, "Oh, you're gonna report us, and you're reporting us for your stupid mistake, and yeah, you're telling your stream to 12 people." Like, it's honestly, she must have said something to these guys to constantly antagonize it. Like, the guys did roast you, right? Cool.
Yeah.
But now you're gonna talk about, oh, I'm gonna report you guys and all this stuff, and I know the game developer and all this stuff. Like, now you're just antagonizing people at that point.
The moment I could see defending yourself that way. Like if you have people attacking you, you're live, like you're stressed, like you made a mistake, but you just have people like coming at you nonstop. Like,
but that's the nature of the game.
All sorts of shit. I get it, but like the amount of sass that might come out of me if like a bunch of people were teaming up on me, I might do similar. Like I might say all sorts of shit just to like defend myself, like if I did have that sort of power, like if I knew people or whatever, like I would maybe say some shit just because like you're being backed into a corner. It's like you use whatever weapons are at your disposal to try to get out of the corner they backed you into.
But I feel it's disingenuous to make it a male female thing. I feel it's very disingenuous because I've played played with female gamers who are competitive shit, and if I screw up, they let me know. And they will roast me and call me. And then like if I say something back to them, like, oh, you shut the fuck up, like whatever, like look at my score, they're gonna talk about my penis size. They're gonna call me in there. They're gonna clap back because
the thing is I'll clap back, but I'm usually not gonna roast people's physical
but again, that's like when that's how it is. And for some people to say like, oh, men don't get it that bad, we get it bad. You just don't hear about it or see it because you know why? We don't post it. Because who's going to
Yeah.
care? I got attacked
True.
online. Who's going to care? There's a video. There's a video of this guy who plays Marvel Rivals. It's a gay guy, and when guys attack him, he attacks back. He's like, he calls them mongoloids. He calls them baboons. He tells them you're not. He insults their intelligence. He insults their parents and all that stuff. He claps back. He's not going to let them attack him because he's gay.
What I do too.
He could defend himself.
I had somebody the other day, like I was debating with, and I just clapped back because he was like, "Oh, nobody does that for making money." Blah blah. We were talking about like some sort of like strat, and I was like, "Dude, I have an MBA and I worked in corporate finance for 7.5 years." And he goes, "Oh." I was like, "Yeah."
But
you wanted to talk, but the thing is, if I were a man, he might not talk to me that way, and so that's where I start to see what they're saying about female, right? Because sometimes you'll talk to a female, not you necessarily, but like men will talk to a female differently than they'll talk to other men, especially when it comes to something with like skill or intelligence, because there's that ego. I've had that many a time where I have to shut it down by being like, look at my actual contributions to society. You want to try again?
I can see that. I can see that. But at the same time, I also see where I've dealt and have personal experiences with men attacking me for either skills in the games and that stuff. I've been on the receiving end. I've dished it. I've taken it. I've been back and forth. I've clapped back. I've seen videos of girls who get dissed and clap back. And they put a video of them clapping back. Like, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not these other little girls. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna bad report. I'm gonna tell you how it is.
Trait for those types of games. It's part of why I don't have any patience for that at this moment.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm gonna play those games, I want to be having fun with my friends, like have some drinks, dance around, not take it too seriously. If I wanted to do like hardcore multiplayer, I'd have to make it like a big part of my personality, and then like make sure that personally, like you've got to develop for it. Same with like streaming, right? Like you've got to be ready for kind of any circumstance that pops up, whether you stay small or you get big, like whatever it is, you've got to be ready for whatever's going to hit you on it, like whatever that is. Like I've heard people like, oh, I don't want big raids. I've heard of that before because they just get stressed. You just got to prep for whatever could happen in these situations. And if you don't want that, then you don't actually want what you're talking about. There are other games that are going to give you the same sort of like whatever dopamine, serotonin hit you want, that maybe are going to be better for you. So why are you forcing yourself into something that isn't fun for you? Like I just, if you don't like that, because you seem to kind of feed off of it, to be honest.
I love that.
Excited when you're talking about it. So
I love
why would somebody who doesn't like it? But like it's clearly a big aspect of the culture. And that's part of why I don't play it.
I love it. And the thing is, a lot of people are probably gonna see this video and go, Dela, that is toxic and stuff. Like, I am toxic. Yeah. I'm toxic. The thing is, and I've said multiple times when I posted this thing, it goes both ways. All right. Should the guys have done that? No. Should that be normalized in gaming? No. But that's a system it can't change. We can't change it. We've been trying to change it since the early days of Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. It's never going to change. There are going to be people who are racist, homophobic, and sexist. And it's not just men. There are women who are racist, homophobic, and sexist. But you don't see those types because when you do see it, it's kind of like, oh, I got put in my place by this girl who plays 10 times better than me. Right? And the guy's not going to post that.
True.
To want...
That could be also like what you're talking about with ego, right? Like women might post it because, we're more... I guess for us, like we see it as like being wronged, so we want to post about it. Whereas men, they don't want to show when they're wronged because it feels like an ego cut. So like it might just be, and again, this is like stereotyping. Obviously, not everybody's gonna fit into that, but that might be kind of why, like what you're talking about, because men care more about their ego and girls care more about like, oh well, somebody's wronged me, let me write this, and that just might be the default for a lot of people.
And at the end of the day, it's like you should. There's certain games I know I don't want to play because I know my skill level and my reaction that I won't touch and I'll stay away from them. But like that, it's like if I told you Mad, League of Legends, I always get cursed at in. It's a hard game, super toxic. It's not really fun for me because I'm always stressful. I'm always talking bad about League of Legends. I talk so bad about League of Legends every day. Are you going to go play League of Legends, Mad?
Maybe. And I played Star Wars Outlaws, and everybody talked crap.
No,
about
but
it,
if I tell you, like, you play the lobby, it's the most.
I loved it.
If I tell you the game is the people in the lobbies are super sexist, they're super homophobic. The minute you open your mouth, they're gonna tell you to get back in the kitchen.
No, I mean, me personally, that's not my thing. No.
Yeah, but
some women still will, but
you won't. So Counter-Strike, of all games, Counter-Strike, where the community is toxic, the community was so toxic. They made some group called, I forgot what it was called, like Booty Hunters or something. This happened like in the early 2000s.
Bully Hunters?
Yes. You never heard this? It was something like bully. I forgot what it's called. It was some weird thing where this streamer who was big back in the days, I think her name was Rainbow Unicorn or something. It was supposed to be a group of female gamers who, if you were a female in a game getting bullied by a guy, you'll message them. They will join the game and kill that guy who is bullying you and harassing you.
I'm so sorry. I like it.
And they will send a quip like, "Oh,
no, wait,
harassment. Harassment is not cool." It sounds cool on paper, right? Sounds real cool, right?
It sounds awesome. I'm not even.
It's awesome, right? Right? Guess what?
Yeah.
Guess what?
What?
When they did it was all staged. Because you can't join random lobbies in Counter-Strike. You can't just be mid-game of Counter-Strike, right? Message somebody and somebody's gonna jump in the game. It doesn't work like that in Counter-Strike.
So cool.
Yeah, it was cool and it was all fake. The girls, they staged the whole thing. It was one big scam. It was a scam.
See, this is I don't like.
And they got called out
though.
And then when they got called out on the scam, they doubled down. They tried to double down.
I hate the creator world, bro, so much. This is what I don't like. Like, it was so fun when people were just being real, man.
What was it? Was it called Bully Hunters? Bully Hunters Gaming.
But all throughout human history, art
it was called Bully Hunters. It was called Bully Hunters. That's what it's called. They were supposed to be personal hitmen in games. They were personal hitmen in games. And one of the forefront of the games was a big streamer, a female streamer back in the days called, I think her name was Zombie Unicorn, Rainbow Zombie Unicorn. Oh, who was it? What was her name? I can't believe you never saw that.
Should believe by now that there are many things that I've never seen.
Dude, it was hilarious.
I'm educated every time we do this.
Dude, you gotta look it up. It happened. What year did it happen in? It happened back in like 2018, dude.
Oh, that's actually recent. Oh, okay.
Dude, it happened back in 2018, and it was like.
To be fair, I wasn't in gaming culture back then. Like, I was gaming, obviously. I've been gaming my whole life, but I didn't really do gaming culture until 2020. So it's all brand new to me. Tell you what.
Yeah, her name was. All brand new
from here.
Yeah, she was like. It was like the forefront, and they had like the whole stage set up, and they were like, the girls were playing the game, they were playing Counter-Strike, and I was like, oh, look, one of our bully hunters got a message. We're going to go into this Counter-Strike game, and we're going to take care of the bullies. And so they do it. They go kill this guy, and the guy's like, yo, what the fuck? What happened? Who the? And they like type the message, you just been destroyed. But I'm like, okay. Then it comes to find out it was all staged. You can't really do that. It was all a scam. And then they got called out for the scam, and it was all over these news articles and stuff. And like they all was just like, oh, the bully hunter thing is done. It's done. It was an all-female Counter-Strike team.
I hate skits, to be honest, like with my whole soul.
But it wasn't a skit. It was supposed to be like the big thing. It was supposed to be this whole big thing. Like, it wasn't a skit. This was like real. This was
it is technically a skit. It's just a lie. Like, I mean, but most things on the internet are lying skits these days, it seems. Which
no,
sucks.
this is
everything. I mean, but like, think about it. Like, all of the biggest live streamers now are pretty much all skits. Everything they do is a skit. Like, it's all pretty much pre-planned. They're all buddies on the background. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's not much that's real at the top. You know? Like, think about everything Kai Cenat does, right? Like, he didn't actually, like, blow up his house. You know what I mean? His friend didn't blow up his house. Like, these are all planned things.
Good production value. Over 21.
That's what they do.
Well, with yesterday I was talking about Kai Cenat with some people, and his content is good. I mean, look, he's doing things like a lot of streamers who are
but
big.
he's also putting on a show, like, versus, but he's doing skits. Like, it's a lot of skits. He's pre-planning a lot of this, right?
Yeah.
So it's different than like I miss. I like when I see something and you can tell it's genuinely live. Like, and I feel like that's not there. None of that rises to the top because people like when they know they're gonna get nonstop dopamine hits versus like the real. And people like you and me, I think more so like a lot of the real. You know, we're not looking for. We're not looking to be fooled. If I want to be fooled, like I'll go watch TV. It's a little higher budget for that type of content.
But the other thing,
like, if I want real shit, I want real shit.
His audience are kids, so
yeah.
His audience are kids, so what do you expect?
Yeah, that's another thing too. Like I don't necessarily think it's right to be creating for kids on a platform that's for adults, but you know, that's a whole other conversation. So
well, that's a whole other episode of conversation. But I really can't believe you never heard of the bully hunters and all this stuff. I can't believe that. You gotta look it up. You gotta look up the video.
It was before.
You gotta look up the video. Look up the video. Watch the video. You're gonna laugh your ass off.
Back then, I just gamed quietly. Like I didn't talk to anybody about it. I just gamed, and I'd maybe have like friends over, and I'd show them what I'm gaming. But like other than that, I was by myself. You know,
all right.
Life.
But going back to the whole thing about clapping back and everything in video games and like, you know, defending yourself or, you know, muting, you know. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, just mute," but in some games like Counter-Strike, like any shooter game, you need to have communication and stuff, and you can meet like a lot of people who are just immature when they hear a girl's name. When they hear a girl talk, they're like, "Oh my god, it's a woman! Oh, go back to the like." They're losers. Those guys are losers. Like they never really interacted with a woman in their life, and they don't know what to do and stuff. You meet guys also, especially in League of Legends. You meet guys that the minute they find that you're a girl, they'll cater to you and want to carry you up ranks.
And so it can go like either way. You can either get like harassed or you can get treated like a child. So
you get princess treatment. You get but
it sucks for the girls who really want to game, you know.
Yeah, I just say this, like you said, find friends, like make friends who are not toxic and stuff, and play with your friends and always play in the Discord calls and stuff. And if you know you're gonna go into a lobby by yourself and you don't know anybody and you know it's just gonna be BS,
you gotta
mute all, just mute all.
Oh, don't fuck up. All right.
Just mute all. Even if you screw up, mute all. Like,
I mean, that's what I used to do when I would just like, whenever I just wanted to play around on COD and, you know, maybe there's no one to play with at the time or I'm waiting for people to join the lobby or whatever. I run a few, like I'm muted up. I don't hear anything anybody's saying to me. I'm just vibing, you know, and especially since when I'm playing that kind of stuff, I'm just like having a couple drinks, talking to chat. Like I'm not playing well. I don't think I could ever stream a multiplayer game well, you know, like I'd have to minimize chat and all the alerts. You know, you're like distracted the whole time.
There's probably a vibe of me like going at it with somebody I know and I playing with, and like I know personally, and we're cursing at each other back and forth in the game. Like that's how toxic I am. I will argue with my own people.
I feel like when we play that split fiction game, eventually that's going to be us. We're just going to be talking trash the entire time.
No, I don't know. I've told a lot of my friends who like I can't play certain games with you because if I get toxic, it's gonna bring out a side of me. I don't want to yell at you. I don't want to yell at you. That's all it is. I don't want to yell at you because I'm gonna make you feel bad and stuff. But there's all people I can play with that they'll yell back and they'll call me out on my stupidity.
If we start getting too toxic, we'll just have to have a few drinks and we'll just have to calm down. We just have to
go time out. Time out.
Break, have some drinks, find something happy, and then come back.
But I think a game like Split Fiction, I'll just probably just like, here goes Mad, dying again, stuck here for an hour.
I'll just be like wandering, doing something weird, and you'll be like, you know, there's a game to play, right? Yeah, just falling off the edge somewhere accidentally. Oh, but I thought that was pretty, you know.
It's funny because like when I watch
see if I can push him off.
I watch like videos of like League of Legends people who are like high ranks, and they said the number one tip in League of Legends is /mute all. That will help you climb so much because you're muting not just your team, you're muting the other team too. Because in League of Legends, it's typing. It's all typing. and it's pings.
Jesus.
So, but they changed one of the icons of a ping. So, like, they changed an icon of a ping because it looked like a noose. So when somebody messed up, they will constantly ping that icon, which is, I think it was like, it was the leash. It was a leash icon. And what that meant was like, bait them to this area so I can get them. So that's what it was like. It was like a setup. Oh, leash them over this way.
Mm-hmm.
But what people would do, they would just, if you screwed up something very badly, they would constantly just ping that over you, as in, that's what they would be used for. League of Legends, when I say it's toxic, League of Legends brought out the toxic side of me like nothing else, bro. Like,
see it. I've had my one. We talked about this the other day. I can't remember if we showed it on the episode or not.
Yeah, but that's not. No, that's like frustration. That's frustration.
But it's toxic, but only because there wasn't another person on the other end. Had there been another person on the other end, I mean, the things I was saying to the zombs, like, like the things I was saying to them, there just weren't people there.
League of Legends because of League of Legends, I was able to like modify my toxic stuff so I don't get banned. Like, buy a rope.
Yeah.
Buy a rope and kick the chair. What does that mean? Could mean anything, right? What I say, I tell people buy a rope. I have to tell you buy a rope, tie something up. Buy a rope and go kick a chair. Like,
activities you are
requesting. Exactly. Nobody tell you what to do with those ropes. I'm not telling you nothing to do. And then I remember I did aggressive positive toxicity. When somebody died, I go, great job. Nice. Keep it up. Wow, you're amazing. Keep up the good work, guy.
I can kind of relate to some of the toxic, mostly from the way that I treat, like, if a new person comes in and starts talking shit. Because, like, you have to earn the right to talk shit to me. You know what I mean? Like, you have to earn my respect first. You have to be cool. And then you can talk shit and we can go out. And if I'm not in the mood for talking shit, I tell chat real quick, right? I'm like, today's not the day. Do not test me. But that's, like, few and far between. It's like, generally speaking, if you know me, we can just go back and forth. That's the whole chat all day. That's most people's chats.
Yeah.
However, if a new person comes in and tries me, especially while I'm actually like trying to figure something out, I'm gonna ban them on the spot and say all sorts of shit to them. I have to watch my mouth because I would say something that toxic. I try to keep it chill because I'm not trying to get kicked off of Twitch. But there are some things I have wanted to say sometimes, and man, some stuff slips out sometimes. If somebody tries to talk shit and I'm like, you have no fucking clue who you are dealing with.
I want to see toxic mad. I gotta get the toxicity out of you. I gotta see you go.
You really haven't seen it.
Full toxic.
I feel like you've seen little glimpses of toxic mad.
No, I don't.
I try to keep her in check, but
I don't think I've seen you go full toxic. Like, I'm talking raw.
Chat's definitely seen it. You'll see it eventually. It's I get
cursing people out. That's what I mean.
I do that to new people who try me. Yeah, I'm not ever gonna do it really to like our people because like that's like family, like. But if somebody new tries to test me, yeah, I'll curse them out.
So
tell them, get back inside your mom. Leave me alone.
Whoa.
Should have ever been born, man. Get out of here. Yeah.
The best part of you slid down your mama's crack.
Yeah.
But I just think in the world of competitive gaming, it comes to the territory. It's just gonna be toxic gamers. I'm sorry. Call it what you want. Call me a hateful person. Say I don't like people. You can't change it.
Would be beneficial though. It's like to have a less toxic culture, or do you think that's just like part of the games, or do you think there should be multiplayer games that don't have toxicity like that? Like, do you think that's just multiplayer in general and it should be?
You're gonna find it everywhere, even in Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight
is one of the worst I've ever seen. I posted something about Dead by Daylight and I got railed on Twitter for it because I said something like, "Why are you guys always making up rules? Like, you could just play the game."
Yeah.
And I was like, why when I play are you guys yelling about like silly rules that aren't rules? Like, how's a new person supposed to like learn? and they're because you're making shit up, and they were like,
yeah,
well, new players shouldn't even be playing. This isn't a game for new players anymore because like we've played this for years, so like you shouldn't even be on our turf, bro.
exactly.
Like, oh, okay.
So
Right.
a game like
Jesus.
that is toxic. Shit.
Yeah.
Half you people are toxic in freaking Animal Crossing. People are just toxic.
What did somebody do to you in Animal Crossing, dude?
No, I watch
what?
videos. I watch videos of people saying, "No, I don't want this person on my island," and start hitting it with the net.
No, I mean, I literally got out my sword, put on a Kill Bill jacket, and because there was Bill and I needed him off my island, so I got my Kill Bill jacket and my sword.
Toxic. That is toxic. I don't want you on my land.
He had to go. I did want him on my land. I tell you what.
That's toxic. You cannot go into these spaces asking for special treatment. You have to get with it.
I've seen. Now that you mention it, I have seen some like true specific villager targeted hate. It's a thing. You're right.
I know a girl who plays competitive games, and she is more toxic than any guy I've seen. She's good, and she is extremely toxic. She's even called me out on my bad plays, and she's like, I'm not. She's seen the post, and it's like, if you guys can't stand the heat, don't play the game. And she's pretty much said like, there's guys who get it worse than women. Like this, what that girl got was tamed compared to what men get, because she hears it and she dishes it at men too. So it's like, you're gonna hear it no matter what game you play in a competitive space. Once you're playing ranked, everybody's out there to get you, and your own friends will make fun of you too if you suck. But it's more playful. But somebody at some other random on the other team is gonna call you out and talk about how bad you are at this game. People do it all the time. It doesn't matter the game. It could be freaking Barbie's Magical Princess Ride. Somebody's going to be toxic in some way. And like I said, the Dead by Daylight community is extremely toxic. Extremely toxic. But they try not to.
It's the best I've ever seen, to be honest.
They try not to. No, they try to act like they're not toxic. Like, oh, we're a very loving community. We're open. Yes, they play that whole, we're a nice community because we are very supportive of the LGBTQ. They say like, no,
just because you two like some titties doesn't mean you're not a mean bitch. You know
exactly. Like,
like you can't just be out here saying like new players aren't allowed just because you are okay with me liking titties. That's not how that works.
It's like it's toxic people. There are toxic people in this world, and here's the thing. If you do not go outside and interact with them, they're going to interact with you on a video game, right? And the only defense you have is either mute them or report them. But you can't go on the internet, make a video and say, oh, it's so hard for me as X gender, X race, or whatever to play video games. Because people are going to tell you, don't play the game then. Don't play no video game.
What's your perfect system for it? Like, do you think that all games should be toxic?
There's no perfect system. There's none. You're going to ban them? Okay. Then what? You lose players. You IP ban them?
Do you think it should just be unmoderated and it should just be a free-for-all? Or like,
there should be a moderation. You ban them. You give them bans. You could do that, right? You give them offensive bans and stuff. You could do that. That system is there. There's systems already there, right? Is it working? Obviously not, because there's still toxic players in these games.
You think should be happening, like in your perfect world?
In my perfect world, everybody is friendly and sunshine and lollipops in video games. That's the perfect world. Even me. I'm the nice me. Even me. Because I get toxic in games like even Helldivers.
Okay.
So like, it's just people just toxic, bro. Some people just toxic, and it's like. You got to be able to clap back. You got to be able to clap back.
But if you're doing it with your friends, though, that's where it's fun, because you know that you're talking trash to each other, but like it's all out of love because you just need to get some anger.
No, but you could get frustrated at your friends too.
Like, well, yeah, but you could like be each other's punching bags if everybody's cool with that. You know, like you can just let it out.
No.
I'm
nobody's punching bag. I'm gonna punch you in real life.
Oh, so you're not gonna be okay with the clapbacks when we play games together?
No, you can clap back if you clap back at me, but if it gets to a point where I feel like you're actually trying to dig at me, I'm gonna go, okay. I got you.
Well, that's the thing.
I'm
Is
going
like
to slap the shit out of you.
That's why you should play with friends and treat them as friends. Like there's an amount of talking trash that's really fun, you know.
But I say the same shit to my friends and family members, and I threaten to slap the shit out of them.
Yeah. And so like I think there's a certain amount that makes sense from certain people and to certain people, and I think like you figure that out with people, you know, over time. With trial and error and what you see as their boundaries, and like you go from there. And that's why it's so insane to be playing with strangers, because you don't know any of the things that like make that person tick. And so you're just all the time clashing, which is just by that nature. So I don't, that's why I don't do it. I don't, but I do understand like a woman saying like, yeah, no, it is different, because it is different. You know, like I've heard of women going into lobbies and like just not even being able to talk because people are just like, oh, you're a woman, which just sucks.
Absolutely. And I've been in lobbies where I open my mouth and they call me the N-word right off the rip.
Yeah.
No questions. Just you sound like one. I know an N-word when I hear one. I'm like, all right, buddy. All right. And I say, you know what I say? You're just mad because your mommy ran off with one. Just taking N-word D. Your mom that's why. You came home one day and saw your mom getting railed, just banged out by a big black
We're going to bring it all the way back. It was Will Ferrell's fault, you know.
Yeah.
Said, no, he stays.
And you watched, and he made you watch as he blacked your mom out. That's what I say.
Full circle, baby. We did it.
Let the boy watch.
Oh, man.
But how do you feel about that? How do you feel? What do you think? What's in your perfect world? What's in your perfect world?
My
how would that system
is the same. I think like if all of us just weren't toxic, unless we are toxic in a way that's not toxic. Like if we're like letting that out, but in a safe space, like where we all know, hey, this is all in good fun, or like even if it's not fun, it's like we're doing this and we're all good with it and we're on that same page. Right?
What's a safe space?
Like my chat, for instance, like as long as we like if it's all people I know and I talk to every day, we can talk a lot of trash. There are certain lines you don't cross, but overall we know where those lines are and like everything's cool for the most part. So it's like that's generally a safe space for us to just kind of talk trash. That's what we do all day. So I mean, because the thing about like talking trash with your friends and family too can be like everybody's dynamic is different. For me, I also uplift them a lot. And so we do a lot of both.
All right. So, well,
yeah, I guess that's kind of my perfect world is like both, but in a way where it's communicated, where everybody's okay with it. And I think when you're playing with strangers, that's a very hard thing to accomplish. So then they're just creating rules for a bunch of strangers to try to dictate how they communicate. And I don't think blanket usually works for anything. It's why there's literal laws that are based on situational, right? Like it's a tough thing to moderate. So in a perfect world, maybe there's games that are more safe than others, and the community around that maybe could be that way, or all the chat is offline. You know, there are certain things like that. I do think there is a good variety, but it does kind of suck for a lot of specific groups of people. More so than others in these games. And I think at that point, you just have to say, okay, well, life isn't fair. What can I do to fix that for me? Maybe build a team. And that could be a really good opportunity for you to build something that's needed in that space. So maybe everybody else can be over here being toxic and being terrible. You could literally build a team that's really good and communicates well and like just dominates. And they're over here just like fighting each other. I mean, just make it an opportunity at any point when there's a problem like that.
Yeah, it's a good thing. I'm not the way I used to be with the group of people I did know, because I was a legit terrorist in the game. And you laugh, mad. The people I knew and associated myself with were straight goons. Hear this out. If you talk shit to us on Call of Duty, we were able to get your IP address, right? Because one of my buddies, he like ran a program that was going constantly. So the minute we joined lobbies, IP addresses popped up. So we knew which was our IP addresses and which was somebody else's. So what we would do was get your IP address, right? Ping your modem to kick you offline so you couldn't play. Or kick you out your Xbox Live party, and then we'll take over the party, because once you join it, it'll prioritize who's the leader of the party. We would hack your accounts. If you lived in New
For
York,
Mario Party.
huh?
You were doing this for Mario Party.
No, Call of Duty. Why you get Mario Party from?
I thought you said Mario Party. You said
no Call of Duty. My party. We take over your party, your Xbox 360 party.
My party. You said my party.
Why are we stuck on parties? Leave the party.
I heard Mario Party. Okay, never mind.
Get out the party. All right. If you lived in
All
New
right.
York, once we got your IP address, we could know where you live and we'll show up at your address.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong
What
with
is
you?
wrong
Don't talk
with you?
shit on the internet. That's why I tell people, watch who you talk to on the internet.
Yeah, you said that before,
Watch
but I
who
didn't
you
think
talk
you
to
were
on the
meaning
internet.
you, dude. Jesus.
Yes, I told you, I ran with a very...
You showed up at people's houses.
Yes. And we would take pictures outside your home. If you live in an apartment building, we would literally take pictures outside your apartment building and send it to you on Xbox Live chats and stuff. And be like, outside. Talk that shit now.
Like, killed you in a game?
No, it's not. You're not kill. Oh, no. It's you talk shit. You literally talk shit and talk about how if you saw us in real life, I'll slap you. You ain't that tough and stuff. So we did what we had to do. We would hack. We would take your face. We'll take your Facebook account. We'll take your MySpace account. One of the guys used to work for Optimum, so he had access to your cable account. He could shut off the cable if he wanted to, and say it was discrepancy, and you have to call and go through the whole network.
Sounds illegal.
It's not illegal.
To shut off someone's thing for personal vendetta? Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Who
that's
says
illegal.
a personal vendetta? Says like it was discrepancy. We saw a discrepancy with account.
That's like the gift card taxes all over again. I swear to God.
I'm mad. I'm telling you, like, if technology was the way it is like now with cameras and all that stuff, I'll be canceled. I'll be in every Dextro. I'll be on watch list right now for like Dextro. There'll be news articles like gamers beware. Like they're getting
our podcast might blow up.
Like one of the guys. Okay, here's something. Like one of the guys who I did this stuff with had to run away to China. That's how bad it was.
Places he went to China, bro?
Yeah, he can't get extradited. Can't really extradite him for some of the crimes.
I mean, aren't there a few countries that do that? Why China out of all the places?
He went to China. He lives in China now. He lives in China.
That would not be my first choice, but I mean,
he moved to China.
I guess.
And I asked him, like, dude, did you go to China just to not get extradited for like heinous stuff he did? He was like, absolutely. And he has no shame in his game. He knows what he does. And he's probably doing the same stuff now. If I ever have like a serious problem, I can call him and say, I need help with something. And he already knows what it is. It's
something.
Guys, I'm telling you, your IPs are not, if you're not using a VPN, use a VPN. I'm telling you. Because people swatted. What people doing now is swatting, right? We were the SWAT. We showed up at your house. That's what I was wrong. We showed up. Not the cops. It was us. So if you want to talk shit about us, we would show up. And people could use this video as video evidence for me doing that. Whatever. It was years ago. Get over it. Watch who you talk to. Watch your mouth on the internet. I tell people all the time, watch who you talk to on the internet. You never know who's on the other side. You don't know what type of mentality.
Me for staying in my little Last of Us tiny world. Listen,
yes.
This sounds like a lot of reasons to stay in my little tiny portion of the internet.
Yes.
I tell you what.
Dude, we used to we used to sell services to people who play Destiny, like in Destiny 1.
So you're a gang. You were literally an internet gang.
So in Destiny 1,
oh my God.
Destiny 1, Trials of Osiris, it was like a PvP, like 3v3. So what we used to do is sell a service like, oh, we'll get you the wins. So you join our lobby, we'll find your IP address and we'll test it. Like we'll kick you out. Okay, that's your IP address. So once we did that, we knew who IP address was what. We'll find somebody else's IP address, ping their modem, so they got kicked out the game mid-game. So now they're playing at a disadvantage 3-2. Then we'll find another one and kick them off too. So it's 3-on-1. So they just give up and we'll get the win. And we sold that service. So we'll guarantee you 3 wins.
Sounds very illegal.
Listen, man, it wasn't illegal.
Like you made me an accessory for like 3 different crimes in this podcast.
Listen, it's not my fault that these companies don't have better cybersecurity, where a bunch of guys could run a simple program as Cain and Abel and get IPs addressed and kick you off. Come on. You don't think
they just
do
want to
that?
make a game, dude?
What's
Maybe
that?
They just want to make a game. Maybe they just want to make a game. They
Well,
didn't have all that.
Yes, no, it was Microsoft. Come on. It was Bungie and Microsoft.
Well,
so
okay, they had that. They had it.
They had it.
That's
and
true.
You just made it very easy for us because we were just better at what we did. So yes, it wasn't a gang, it was a group. We were a group. Were we toxic to each other? Hell yes. But we were a group of people that
We're a gang. You were a literal internet gang. You not only did stuff together very criminally, you also then did it for other people, hired services.
What's wrong with that?
That's a gang.
We were entrepreneurs, if you think about it. Well,
I mean, gangs are technically entrepreneurs. You're not wrong, but
Well, let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Was I in a gang? Would it be your perfect way to ban and get rid of toxic gamers in the gaming space, in the competitive gaming space? Let us know in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with your favorite former gang member and tax evader.
An apparently accessory thing.
Accessory. You got any closing statements, Mad? You're so stressed. You look so stressed. She's like, I'm gonna lose.
Just protect yourselves out there, I guess. Wear an internet condom or something. I don't know. It's dangerous out there.
Yeah, weird because of me. There's people like me out there.
That's
I'm
what
gonna
I'm saying,
find you
man.
and I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Well, I'm Dela.
Safe gaming out there, folks.
I'm Dela.